Today we'll be learning about probabilities. Probability is the likelihood for something to happen. So to begin, we're all going to get a die, and I just want you to look at the die, count how many sides it has, and notice that every side of the die has a different number on it. And then I want you to think about what the probability of rolling a 5 is. The probability of rolling a 5 on a standard die would be 1/6 because there is one number 5 on the die, but there's 6 sides and they all have different numbers, so it's 1/6. Now if you think about if you were to have the probability of rolling a 1, 2, or 3, that would be 3 sides, so 3/6. And when you have numbers like this, where the numerator, which is the top number, is divisible by the denominator, which is the bottom number, then you need to make it smaller. So 3/6 the top and the bottom can be divided by 3, so that equals 1/2. And now everyone's going to get a coin, and I want you to flip the coin 20 times and write down how many times you flip heads and how many times you flip tails. And then we're going to find out what the probability was for that experiment. So in the example that I did, I flipped tails 11 times. So in that case, you would put 11/20 because because you flip tails 11 times and you flip the coin 20 times in total. So then that would leave you with flipping the heads 14/20 times, which then can be reduced to 7/10. And when you have certain probabilities, you have to change them to percents, because percent are what is really what a probability is. So an example, if you had 5/10, you would make it 50/100, because a percent is something out of 100. So that would be 50%. Since 5/10 is equal to 1/2, 50/100 is also equal to 1/2. And then 1/4, so if you relate that to 100, 100 divided by 4 is 25, so there's a 25% probability for that. And 6/6 is 100%, so it would be also equal to 1. Now we're going to do an example problem. Jimmy's mom made 4 batches of cookies. She made 12 chocolate chip, 12 peanut butter, 12 Monster, and 12 double chocolate chip. However, Jimmy only likes peanut butter and Monster cookies. So what's the probability that he will get a cookie he likes in his lunch from his mom? I want you to all try to do this in partners. Okay, great. So you should have gotten 50% or 1/2, because if he likes peanut butter and Monster cookies, they're each 12. So 12 plus 12 is 24. And the total number of cookies that his mom made are 48. 24/48 is equal to 1/2, which, if you remember in the last slide, 1/2 is equal to 50%. So he has a 50% probability that he will get a cookie he likes in his lunch. Are there any questions? Perfect.